Sometimes your current reality, it doesn't match up with your vision. What's going on in your physical experience, it just does not serve your higher good anymore. Are you looking to reinvent yourself? Are you looking for change? Are you looking for something that you've been dreaming for a very long time? Well, look no farther. In this video, I'm going to help you learn a few tools that I use personally to help kind of recultivate my brand, or quote unquote reinvent myself. Now, reinventing sometimes can get a stigma when it comes to people in society, because people are just so used to being content and they are afraid to make changes in their lives, so they project on you by saying, oh, why do you want to change yourself? Why do you want to reinvent yourself? Why do you want to be someone else? But you need to understand that leveling up and reinventing yourself is for you, okay? You see something for yourself and you like, girl, I gotta shine, I gotta get it, and I'm gonna make it happen. So in this video, I'm going to help you based off of what I've experienced with my level up journey. This is all about shedding the dead weight and becoming a new you before your very eyes. Okay, this is Manifestation Mondays with Draft the Fab Lifestyle. I'm Leah Renee, of course. Now, catch this intro and I'll be right back. You are obviously ready for a change. You are obviously ready to start your level up journey, and I am here to help you. But first, if you are not following this channel, make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. Catch out my other videos. I have lots and lots and lots of them. Some weeks I shoot out 3 videos a week. Some weeks I shoot out 2. Some weeks I just do 1. But I'm always pushing out something at least once a week, okay? So, this is Manifestation Mondays. I am Leah Renee. And today, as the title says, we are going to be talking about how to reinvent yourself. That is such a topic that people do not want to talk about, but I don't care. I'm about to help y'all because I've technically had to do it twice. Now, we're going to get into my personal tea in just a minute. But before I get into that, I want to take a moment to point out some of the products that Draft the Fab offers. So we have waist trainers, we have activewear, we have raw hair extensions that are shipped from India. They are 100% temple hair. Our waist trainers, they range in all different sizes, as well as our activewear. Now, previously we did have eyelashes and swimwear, custom swimwear, but we are putting those on hold. So if you head to the website, you will notice that they are no longer on the website, and the website is in the description box below. Also, I'm going to put it here on the screen, okay? So, yes, make sure you check us out for all of your needs. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the tea. So, I have personally had to go through 2 different reinventions. Now, if you do not know, I am originally born in Kansas City, Missouri. In Kansas City, Missouri, I stayed there till I was about 17 years old, and that is when I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. So, during the time of moving from Kansas City, Missouri, you know, I'm this Midwestern girl, and I am moving to Atlanta. Let's be a hot girl, okay? So, yeah, a hot girl. It was fun in terms of, party promoting, being in college, and just having fun, okay? But as some of you guys might know, I have reached a very large platform with such brand, but it no longer served me. I'm just like, I can do better. I can do more. I can attract more. I can manifest more. And I can really inspire the people to do something more than just post on Instagram. And that is cute, no disrespect to anybody out there, but it just no longer served me any good. So from there, I personally had decided I needed to level up, okay? So I have some things here. I love my notes. To help you guys with how I personally leveled up, how I personally decided that I wanted to go to a place where I was comfortable again, okay? So the first thing I would advise you to do is change the environment that you're in. A lot of times when things are going on in your inner, it is because your outer is in chaos, okay? And so if all of that is in chaos, it's not welcoming for change, it's not welcoming for high vibration and great energy and financial abundance and, travel and all of these manifesting things that we're trying to, all of these things that we're trying to manifest, it won't come to fruition because you have chaos going on. So I would advise you, even if it's like, just say you're on campus somewhere and you just can't deal anymore. Maybe you need to take yourself out of campus and move by yourself, or maybe you're not happy with, the situation with, who you're living with, period. You just should pick yourself up and identify how bad you really want it, okay? So I would advise you removing yourself. Don't be scared. Understand that the leap, after you take the leap, what's on the other side is absolutely amazing, okay? So after I moved, I deleted my social media. Now, while I was in LA, I literally spent the time on my spirituality and trying to get my mind right, okay? I needed to make sure that my mind was right again, because being in Atlanta and being a part of the entertainment industry, you can really get sucked into some foolishness, okay? Into some foolishness. So I had to shed all of that energy because it no longer served this vessel. It was not what I desired to be aligned with. Again, disclaimer, no shade to anybody. What's aligned to some people is aligned to them, okay? But me personally, I no longer wanted to be affiliated with such a disruptive environment in terms of my inner, okay? Now, my desire is to inspire people to be the best person that they can be, to be that manifester, to get everything that they want. That is what I desire to do. So I removed myself. And that was one of the best decisions I've ever done. Now, like I said, I was working on my spirituality and making sure that my mental health was there, because while I was in Atlanta, I was drinking and just not the healthiest in terms of what I consumed. I was pescatarian at the time. Now I'm fully vegan, with every now and then, on like the weekend, you gotta get that one day in for a little lobster or something. But I am pretty much strictly, completely vegan. So I can say that the health factor really came in. So I think it came in a lot because of my spirituality, because of the vibration and my connectedness with nature and animals and things of that nature. It just changed. Now, one thing I will say, anything that I am telling you, it is what works for me. I cannot say that you have to do this to a T. I wanted to reiterate that, because sometimes y'all will come on here and say, well, oh, Leah told me to do this. No, boo, I said this is what I did, and this can help you. If it don't help you, then just ignore it. But I can only tell you what worked for me, and if it worked for me, it could work for you too. Okay? So after I deleted my social media, like I said, I was really focused on my spirituality. And I quieted the noise and the distractions, because a lot of the times when you're scrolling, you are concerned about other people and what they got going on versus what you got going on. And that energy is very disruptive when it comes to manifestation, because you need to be solely focused on inner and going within the God within you. And when you are manifesting, you need to make sure that you are intentional. And if you're not intentional and you focus on other outside entities, then what? You know? So after that, I created a plan. I decided how I was going to get out there and really start making content that the people needed to receive. And I began to understand that I needed to just basically share my story in terms of how the law of attraction has worked for me, how manifestation has worked for me, how my spell work has worked for me, how my ancestors and my deities and all of these things have worked for me. But I also want to sprinkle in a little fashion, beauty, and travel in there. I really started to live life. A lot of times when you are so focused on other things, you're not allowing yourself to really live life. Living life is so important. Like, the universe loves when you are happy, loves when you are out here kicking it and living your best life, because you are grateful. You're grateful for this experience. I love it here. You know how people say on Instagram and how they be like, oh, I love it here. Yeah, they be trying to be funny and all of that. But at the end of the day, I love it here, okay? I love it in this physical experience, and in this physical experience that I am aware of, I'm going to live it to my best of abilities. I'm going to live it as luxury as possible, and I'm just going to ensure that I am happy all the time, okay? Now, I created a plan also about how I was going to make sure that I kept my entrepreneurship at the forefront, and making sure that I was focused on my businesses and not just being out in the streets kicking and spending frivolous money just because I was getting it. I got a lot of stuff, but I think I'm winding down for real. Okay, so once I felt grounded again, because one thing that is really bad is, like, when you're leveling up and you get to a certain point in your journey, you are needing to ensure that you are grounded within yourself. You're grounded in your spirituality. You don't let anything deter you. You're just strong, okay? And to do so is very important to get your spiritual journey together, because as you guys know, we are living a spiritual journey consistently, okay? This right here, we are spiritual beings living a physical experience. That is it. But it's all a spiritual journey, okay? It is our spiritual journey. And in this life, live it, okay? So after that, after I deleted my Instagram and felt grounded, I re-entered social media. Now, as I re-entered social media, I began to see the changes in the content that I put out, in the information that I was sharing, in the followers that I was receiving, in the comments that I was receiving. Now, true enough, I am still working on building my social media again, but what I do know is that the authenticity is there, and the people who come to receive the information from me really needed it. So I feel as if that part is on the right track, and I believe that the image that you present to the world, your life will become that, because you showed up as her before she arrived. Okay, that is all leveling up is about. Okay, you need to go from one level to the next, and from that level to the next, and from that level to the next. I want to keep going as high as I can go, as many vibrations, levels that I can go, because I deserve it, and you deserve it. Okay, now that's what I know, honey. Now that's what I know. Sorry, I felt that in my spirit, because it's just like some people don't be really confident. You know what I'm saying? And it's very important to be confident in yourself. Confidence is key. That is one thing I can't stress enough. To reinvent yourself, you have to be confident in what you are presenting. Okay, you have to understand that what you are presenting is something that is long lasting, that is beneficial to the world, that is beneficial to you. Okay, you have to make sure that you are sure and you have a sense of discernment. Okay, another thing that I did on my level up journey, I have read as many books as I can. Now, even though some of the books that I read are audibles or audio books, it's still receiving the content. Okay, so you can go on audible.com, you can make a free account, and you can you get, I think, like 2 or 3 books initially up front, and you can get these money books, you can get these books about your spirituality, you can get a book about anything. Okay, now that is one thing that I absolutely know that I helped. I started to make sure that my businesses were being ran correctly. I made sure that the books were correctly and things of that nature. Okay, so you really have to just basically clean house. Okay, whatever does not serve your higher good, you have to shed that weight. There's no way you can level up. There's no way you can reinvent yourself without shedding the dead weight. Okay, I'm almost done. Yeah, I know I've been talking. Okay, so the fact is that reinventing yourself, it really actually takes you deciding that enough is enough. And when you decide that enough is enough, that's when you're able to say, I want to take the leap. I want to go ahead and make that change in my life for myself because I deserve it. You really have to take a leap. Faith ain't no joke. That is not no joke. Having faith in yourself. A lot of times I read this, I listened to this lecture earlier. A lot of times we're always looking outside of ourselves. This was by Neville Goddard, I believe it was. And he talked about how God is in you. God is you. You are God. Because you are in as the Christians say, as we say, because I am I don't really like to put a label on me because I believe in a lot of stuff in this physical experience. Okay, so yeah. In other words, like I said, he was expressing about how God is in us, and a lot of the stories in the Bible were to help us in the long run. Not just necessarily word by word. Some of it was metaphorically, of course. But nonetheless, we're not going to get into that battle today. The main thing is that you identify that the power is within you, because God put it there. Okay, the creator of this earth, whoever that may be, put it in you, in me, in each and every one of us. Okay, so don't let people tear you down when you say you won't change, when you want to reinvent yourself. Don't do it, because they hate us. let's be clear, they haters. They don't have the gall to do what you're about to do. Okay? So if you want to get in shape, put the food down, get in the gym, if you want to change your wardrobe, get online and get ideas. There are so many tons of things out there to help you. Okay, utilize your resources. Okay, this is a resource. You clicked it, and that is awesome. You are on your merry way. And there are plenty of other women and men like on this channel helping people change their lives from drab to fat. Because, honey, that's all I'm trying to do. Okay, I just want to help you go from drab to fat. That's all we're about. Is reinventing. Taking something that is so dull and making it amazing. Okay? So, this video was about how to reinvent yourself. I hope that the little information that I did give you guys today, it helps you in your journey of leveling up and reinventing yourself. Until next time, I'm Leigha Renee, and this is Drab to Fab Lifestyle.